Family Treasury of Little Golden Books. Little Peewee, or Now Open the Box. Once there was a circus man with a quite tall red hat on his head, and he had a circus of his very own, so that was why he was called the circus man, and it was a very wonderful, wonderful circus. The circus man kept his wonderful circus inside a big red tent. Every day the circus man stood in front of his big red tent, and every day he held up something in his hand very high for everybody to see. He held up a teeny weeny little box in his hand, and he shouted very loud, "Come on, everybody! Come on over here to my tent! Come on, everybody! I have something exciting to show you! Just wait until I show you what I have in this little box! So hurry up, everybody!" And everybody came running and skipping and hopping as fast as they could to the circus man's big red tent. And when everybody was there, the circus man said, "Everybody, look now! Everybody, look now! Everybody, look! Now, everybody, look!" Then he opened the box, and out came the teeniest, weeniest, teeny weeny little dog in all the world. And he was dear little Peewee, the circus dog. He just stepped out of his teeny weeny box, and he looked around at everybody, and the minute he looked around at everybody loved him. Then the circus man said, "Well, I knew everybody would love my little Peewee. It's too bad he doesn't know any tricks. Not a single one. Not even how to roll over. Not even how to shake hands. But never mind, he is so teeny weeny that everybody loves him." And that was true because everybody loved little Peewee. There was the clown with 2 heads, but one of them is probably make-believe. He loved little Peewee. There was the small man who could juggle 3 ducks all at the same time. He loved little Peewee. There was a man sitting on top of 6 tables just going to fall down and blowing soap bubbles. He loved little Peewee. There was the lady standing on her head on an umbrella, and with one foot she is holding a pair of scissors, and with the other foot she is holding a cupful of nice warm milk. She loved little Peewee. There was the elephant crawling under another elephant. He loved little Peewee. There was the thin man. He loved little Peewee. There was the strong baby holding up an automobile with a seal in the back seat. He loved little Peewee. There was the snake that can put his tail in his mouth and then go rolling right up the stairs. He loved little Peewee.
Why can he roll the snake?
There was the lady hanging in the air by just her nose being tied to a good strong rope. She loved little Peewee. There was the fat lady. She loved little Peewee. There was the polar bear who could jump in the air and click his ice skates together 4 times. He loved little Peewee. There was the goat that could stand right on a bed with the bed all burning up and not even mind about the fire being hot. He loved little Peewee. There was the huge tall giant. He loved little Peewee. But one day a terrible, frightful, awful thing happened. One day little teeny weeny Peewee started to grow. And he grew, and he grew, and he grew, until poor little Peewee, the circus dog, was just the same size as any other plain dog that you would see anywhere if you were looking at any plain dog. And how could a circus man keep just a plain dog in his circus? Then the circus man cried, and he said, "Now I can't keep you in my circus any more, dear little Peewee, and I am so sorry. If only you could do some tricks, it would be different. But you can't do any tricks. Not even roll over, not even shake hands, and now you are just as big as any plain dog. And how can I keep just a plain dog in my circus? No, I just can't, so we must say goodbye, dear little Peewee." Then all the whole wonderful circus cried, and the whole circus said goodbye to dear little Peewee. So poor little Peewee started to go away and never come back to the circus anymore. And just then a wonderful, splendid, beautiful thing happened. Just as dear little Peewee was beginning to walk away so sadly and so slowly, he started to grow again. And he grew, and he grew, and he grew. And then the circus man said, "Oh, my dearest little Peewee, now you won't have to go after all, because now you are so lovely and big. You are just the very dog for my circus." So little Peewee stayed in the circus man's wonderful circus, and everybody loved him, and everybody just before the circus started, the circus man would stand outside the big red tent. Beside him, he would have a huge, enormous box right beside him so everybody could see what a huge, enormous box it was. And when the circus man would shout, "Come on, everybody, come on over to my tent. Hurry up, everybody, I have something exciting to show you. Just wait till you see what I have in this great, enormous box, so hurry up, everybody." And everybody would come running and skipping and hopping to the circus man's wonderful circus tent. And then the circus man would say, "Come on inside the tent, everybody, and I will open the box for you." And then everybody would help the circus man push and push the great, enormous box into the tent. And then the circus man would open the top of the great, enormous box, and out would pop dear little Peewee. And the circus man would say, "People, this is my dear little circus dog, Peewee. And he is the hugest, most enormous dog in the whole world. And I love him dearly." And every time the circus man said, "He is the hugest, most enormous dog in the whole world, and I love him dearly," then little Peewee felt very happy indeed.